Have you ever wondered how the United States government exercises powers not explicitly written in its foundational document, the Constitution? It is a fascinating aspect of American governance that allows for both stability and adaptation. The legal foundation of implied powers for the United States Congress rests primarily on the necessary and proper clause, found in Article 1, Section 8, Clause 18 of the Constitution. This clause, famously interpreted by the Supreme Court in the landmark case of McCulloch v. Maryland, grants Congress the authority to enact laws deemed essential for carrying out its enumerated or explicitly listed powers. This vital clause states that Congress shall have power to make all laws which shall be necessary and proper for carrying into execution the foregoing powers, and all other powers vested by this Constitution in the government of the United States, or in any department or officer thereof. Its genius lies in its flexibility, often earning it the nickname the Elastic Clause. In the 1819 case of McCulloch v. Maryland, Chief Justice John Marshall delivered a profound interpretation. He affirmed that if the end is legitimate and within the scope of the Constitution, then all means appropriate and not prohibited, consistent with the letter and spirit of the Constitution, are constitutional. This established the principle of broad construction for congressional authority, confirming that federal laws made in pursuance of the Constitution are supreme, even over conflicting state laws. Understanding this foundation helps clarify how Congress can create agencies, establish federal programs, or enact environmental regulations, even though these specific actions are not detailed in the Constitution. For instance, while the Constitution grants Congress the power to raise and support armies, it is an implied power to establish an air force or to create military academies. Similarly, the power to regulate interstate commerce implicitly allows for the creation of numerous federal regulatory bodies. This essential framework provides the government with the means to effectively address modern challenges that the Founding Fathers could not have foreseen, ensuring its continued functionality. The ongoing debate between strict constructionism and broad constructionism in interpreting the necessary and proper clause highlights its dynamic role in American law. Strict constructionists advocate for a narrow reading, limiting Congress to powers explicitly granted, while broad constructionists support a more expansive interpretation that allows for governmental evolution. Ultimately, the Supreme Court, through its power of judicial review, acts as the final arbiter, continuously defining the boundaries and applications of these implied powers within the constitutional framework. This balance ensures that the Constitution remains a living document. By understanding the necessary and proper clause and its judicial interpretation, we can appreciate how the United States federal government maintains the capacity to govern effectively and adapt to evolving societal needs. This constitutional ingenuity allows for a flexible yet principled approach to governance, fostering a resilient and dynamic system that balances enumerated responsibilities with the ability to meet the demands of a changing nation.